It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got the Condors, leader at quarterback. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Condors and the Voyagers, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Well, they love their football in the East Bay, and the NFL has once again returned to Oakland, California. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Voyagers of Paris taking on the Condors of Oakland. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for our visiting Parisian ball club, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Trent. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Complete to Stewart, right side. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Returning it is Moore. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Rollins. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Back to throw. Rollins. And that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Trent. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. They'll set up to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Throwing on first down. Rollins. Over the middle, complete. That's Charles. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 1st and 10, Rollins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Look at this defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. This is unbelievable.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 catches, 116 yards, and a trip to the end zone.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
They run over center with Charles. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Rollins, touchdown! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Voyagers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there, because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Benson. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. When you look at this defense, this unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap, because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
And room there to work it inside the 25. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Trent. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. A nice pickup at 10 means that this drive will stay on track. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up. And
he lost the football. Charles loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. A first down carry here for Charles. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Right side caught by Jackson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Roughing the passer, defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Brinkley. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
He finds his man complete. That's Simmons. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They'll run on 1st down. Brinkley, and he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of of the gun. They'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Touchdown! A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Voyagers add 6 to their lead in the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Point after try forthcoming. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game. But one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Well, you got a team that sits 28th in the league in rushing, so I guess you're going to see some plays like that.
Yeah, you're definitely going to do that, but just not like you can just abandon the run. You got to keep taking your shots, don't you? But at this point of the season, they haven't been very successful.
On second down, Trent.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Brinkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Back to throw. Rollins. And that is incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
taken down at the 41.
Here's 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. The Paris offense out to have another go at it. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Ball start. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Now a give right side. Brinkley. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now a give right side. Brinkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That'll put him in an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half, and it's a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! A 16-yard touchdown. And the Condors are back within a couple of the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Well, Paris offense out to have another go at it. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
On a slant, here's Collins.
So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now a handoff up the middle. Brinkley. And he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 30.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now back to throw.
This ball caught by McIntosh.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have regained the lead. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead in the intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7.
We
Okay,
saw a
Coach,
couple of
thanks as
high-octane
always.
offenses getting
This
it done
one's
in the
still
first
anyone's
half.
game
Both
as we
teams
welcome
had
you
no
back for
problems
quarter
moving the
number
football.
3.
And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks
And no
out of here
fireworks
with
to
a
start
victory.
the half. This will be a touchback. For this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On second down now, Franklin only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. Will go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now a 2nd and 2.
At the 45-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. They'll keep it on the ground. Brinkley, 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Rollins can't get away, and he's taken down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
How about that? Well, the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
They bring their punter out there now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. 2nd and 5.
Up the middle they go. Trent, 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
3rd and 4.
Back to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Off play action. Rollins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll try the left side. Brinkley breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. And after the interception, they'll take over with good starting field position here. Down by 2 as they begin with a 1st and 10.
On first down, Rollins looking middle, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Second and 5 at the 16-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Brinkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown!
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Voyagers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Up the middle they go. Trent, and he'll get this down only to about the 46. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. He'll look to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Well, Paris offense out to have another go at it. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Throwing to start the drive. Rollins. That is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rollins. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
On 3rd down, Rollins. Well, that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
But now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete over the middle of Stewart. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Open man here is Benson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that will be incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Returning it is Moore. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Throwing to start the drive. Rollins. His throw incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
47 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Rollins. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. So the crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Off the play fake, Rollins. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
a seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now this series could very well determine our outcome. Now a throw here to his running back. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
It's a pick over 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw here. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Benson. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll set up a throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Complete to Stewart, right side. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And that is no good. And this will remain a 5-point game. Well, just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Brinkley, and he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Here's 3rd and 9. Play action. Rollins. Under pressure, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Up the middle they go. Trent
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
But his offense hasn't been at their best here. They've made some mistakes. They've been frustrated. They've been largely shut down. But then you look up and say, wait a second, this is a one-score game. So they're still very much in this, and they're on the move here with a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Trent, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Trent.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Benson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Benson.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
He's back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He'll look to throw.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a bracket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Back to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow, wow.
Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by a field goal, a little under 50 seconds to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Operating from the gun, Rollins. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Rollins. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are in the field?
This is 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Certainly would have liked to get some yardage out of that play, but now you got to put this in the hands of your field goal kicker. See if he can get you to overtime. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And no, wide left. It's no good. And a tough finish to this one. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the home team here, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week.
Meanwhile, for Paris,
they dip to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.